Hello to Winnie, James, Cleo, Sterling, and Roman. These stories are for you. It is a little story in a book about a big dog, D-O-G. Tell me there's a big dog here, named Scooby-Doo. I'm going to read one story today. Oh, here's a dog, D-O-G. Scooby is a dog. Let's see. He goes up a hill and he goes down a hill in this story, I think, by the picture I'm looking at. So I am going to read, and he is going to be in the story. I think you will like the story. And yes, Shaggy is also in the story. Don't think there's a mom. If there was, she would be a very nice lady. Was will be in the story. We'll probably find the word R. And I find happy. I don't think it's a happy birthday to anybody in this story. Not. Day. These words will be in the story. Me. And we see it printed big. We see it printed like that. Sometimes it's printed looking funny like that. Some of the other words we might see. After and before. I'm sure the word and is in our story. Out. The word no is most likely there. Were. I don't think we got a dad in this one. In. And we have the different ways you can do two. We're going to read a story about two characters named Scooby and Shaggy. And they are too scared in this book to face the monster, or whoever's at the park. So, as always, I love you. And I'm going to read the story, and, well, what could this story be about? Well, let's find out. We'll say, what is this book? It is a story, S-T-O-R-Y, about the mystery at the park. Scooby-Doo and Shaggy. Well, let's find out what this mystery is. Here's a nice picture of Scooby's friends. Scooby and his friends were at the park. Scooby was excited to help their friend, Mrs. O'Brien, with Lakeside Elementary School Sport Day. Daphne, Fred, and Velma were in charge of the tug-of-war. Shaggy and Scooby were going to help with the snacks. Oh, I wouldn't put them in charge of snacks. I'll probably eat all of them. All right, well, look at Scooby. Looks a little concerned about something here. What's going on? Oh, no, cried Mrs. O'Brien. The wagon with all the balls for the big softball game is missing. It was right here, she pointed. Scooby tried to find the wagon, but all he found were footprints and kids running relays. Like I hope a monster didn't take the wagon full of the balls, said Shaggy. Oh, we'd better look for clues, gang, said Fred. Scooby started to sniff around, looking for the wagon and the balls. He hoped he wouldn't find a monster. Scooby looked under a table, and he found a family of ants. They were carrying Swiss cheese and crackers. Mmm, he licked his lips, but he didn't find the wagon, and he didn't take their cheese from them. Oh, what do we have here? Looks like Scooby and Shaggy found some ice cream. What does it say? Scooby found Shaggy by the ice cream cart. Hey, Scooby, did you find the wagon and the balls? Shaggy asked. Scooby shook his head. The sun was very hot. Like we'd better eat this before it melts, said Shaggy. Okay. So, of course, Scooby would stop to eat ice cream before finishes his investigation. Actually, they were supposed to eat all that ice cream. Oh, and look. Now they're looking at another snacks. Oh, boy. Kids aren't going to get any snacks today. Scooby and Shaggy found a bag of potato chips next to the swing set. But no wagon and balls, and no monster. So they followed a butterfly down a hill. Yeah, it's a pretty big butterfly. Velma, Fred, and Daphne came across some kids from Mrs. O'Brien's class. Hey, did you find the wagon? A boy asked. We really wanted to play softball, said a girl. Let's keep looking, gang, Fred told Daphne and Velma. So here's the kids from the class waiting to play softball. Where are all the softballs? Oh, there's somebody flying a kite. Let's see what this says. They passed a boy flying a kite. Have you seen a wagon filled with balls? Daphne asked him. Yes, I saw the wagon at the top of the hill this morning, said the boy. Let's check the hill for clues, said Velma. Velma always likes a mystery and likes to look for clues. Well, let's see. Here we have a picture, and it looks like Shaggy has eaten so many snacks he's taking a nap. Scooby's sniffing around. Velma's looking for clues, and I think so is Fred and Daphne. Daphne, Fred, and Velma ran to the top of the hill. They found Shaggy on the grass taking a nap while Scooby was sniffing around. But there was no wagon full of balls anywhere. I don't understand, said Fred. How can a wagon just disappear? Let's see. Well, I see some tracks in the grass here. I wonder if that could be a clue. Let's read and find out. Mrs. O'Brien, that's got to be Mrs. O'Brien, saw Scooby and the gang and came over. Any luck, she asked. Uh-oh. Scooby pointed at some tracks in the dirt, though. Like I hope those aren't from a monster, said Shaggy. Or Shaggy cried. Look, said Fred, the tracks lead down the hill to the lake. Uh-oh, I hope that wagon didn't go in the lake. Let's turn the page and find out. Well, this looks interesting. It looks like Scooby has scuba gear on, big fins to swim in the lake. And that box says Scooby snacks. Let's read and find out what's going on here. Scooby, will you look in the lake if I give you a Scooby snack? Daphne asked. Okay, Scooby said. He put on his scuba mask and his flippers, and he dove into the lake. Oh, they look pretty happy in this one. So what happened? Scooby found the wagon full of balls at the bottom of the lake. The wagon must have rolled down the hill and into the lake, Velma said. There's no monster, said Fred. You saved the sport date, Scooby, Mrs. O'Brien said. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Well, that's the end of that story. You know, that was such a short story today. Maybe can read another Scooby story. This one is Missing Scooby Snacks. Just looking for a clue there. Well, now they're in the lake. Scooby and the gang were on a camping trip. It was a beautiful day for a swim in the lake. The sun was shining and not a cloud in the sky. Like, this is fun. But I'm hungry, said Shaggy. Shaggy is always hungry. And Scooby, too. When Scooby and Shaggy and Fred returned to the campsite, it was not how they had left it. All of their belongings were on the ground. Like someone's been eating our food, said Shaggy. Somebody's been wearing my shirt, said Fred. Whoa, said Scooby. The Scooby snacks were missing. Oh. Velma picked up Daphne's torn shirt. I don't understand what happened, she said. Only a monster could have destroyed my favorite shirt, said Daphne. Monster, said Shaggy, and he jumped into the Mystery Machine to hide. He's very much afraid of monsters. Scooby buried himself under a pile of leaves. I guess he's afraid of monsters, too. We need to find our Scooby snacks, said Shaggy. Let's search for clues, said Fred. The gang went to look for clues around the lake. They found their flashlight and a soda can on the dirt path. I think we're in the right track, said Velma. Scooby, do you smell any Scooby snacks? Fred asked. Scooby shook his head. Just then Daphne noticed something. Look! What did she see? Let's turn the page and find out. What did you see, Daphne? I think she saw big footprints. Look at those footprints. They look like some kind of animal made them. And look at that book. It has some scratchers on it. Daphne found giant paw prints. Monster! cried Scooby. Look, said Velma. Velma found her book on the ground, and it had large scratches across the cover. Jinx, Velma said. I have a hunch about who might have taken our Scooby snacks, and we're going to need some help. Oh, look at Shaggy and Scooby. And what's that? Fred, Daphne, and Velma went to look for a park ranger. Scooby and Shaggy sat down on a rock to wait. All the waiting was making them hungry. Like I wish I had some Scooby snacks, said Shaggy. Ree-roo. Let's go find them, said Shaggy. Whoop-way, said Scooby. Scooby used his super sense of smell to search for the Scooby snacks. It led them to the forest, through the forest into a cave. Scooby and Shaggy looked inside. It was very dark in that cave. Scooby couldn't see anything, but he could smell Scooby snacks. Look at all the food. Not just Scooby snacks. Scooby was scared, but he wanted to find those Scooby snacks. Do you smell Scooby snacks? Do you smell Scooby snacks? Shaggy asked. Scooby nodded. Like, follow your nose, Scoob, said Shaggy. They couldn't believe what they found. All the missing food was piled high, and the Scooby snacks were up on top. Lots of food. Look who's there. Just then, Scooby and Shaggy heard a noise. Roar! Like I think it's a monster, Shaggy said. Oh no, I was wrong. It's a bear! Run. Shaggy ran out of the cave, but the bear grabbed a hold of Scooby's tail. Oh no, Scooby! What's gonna happen? Wait a minute. That's kind of a friendly bear there. Then something unexpected happened. The bear smiled at Scooby and gave him a hug. Scooby wasn't so comfortable with this, but the bear offered to share Scooby snacks. Soon, Scooby and the bear were eating Scooby snacks together. Scooby had made a new friend and solved the mystery. Fred, Daphne, and Velma returned with a ranger for help. "Looks like there isn't a monster after all," said Daphne. "Look at that. Scooby and the bear are friends." And there's our park ranger. Looks like everybody's happy in this picture. And that's the end. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed our Scooby stories today and that you're out enjoying the sunshine. Love you all. Mwah! Bye-bye.